Alright guys, welcome back to another week here on my page on the banjo. And like I told you before, fingers broke, so can't play a whole lot of banjo. But I have been working on some ideas, and one of the ideas is I wanted to go in and show you all some of the websites and apps that I use myself for learning the banjo or just playing the banjo. I have metronome apps, I have websites that's got forums on them. I've got a banjo company websites that I use a lot. So anyways, I thought it would be really neat if I just put out there a lot of the things that I use on my journey playing the banjo that helps me out, and I figured it might help some of you guys out. So anyways guys, with that being said, let's go take a look at some websites. Alright guys, one of the first sites I wanted to show you here is this Banjo Hangout. It's banjohangout.org, O-R-G. I use this quite a bit, not as much now as I did in the first 3 or 4 years that I was playing banjo. I got on this website quite a bit. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on here, to be honest with you. There's forums on here for you can see there's playing advice and playing clawhammer, four string, all the stuff. Just this site is just dedicated to banjo stuff, more or less. And you can get on here and kind of play around and see all of these different things. They have shopping advice. You can get tab requests for banjo tabs. Also, one of my favorite parts of this website right here, it'll take me a minute to find it right here, the sound off. If you get on the sound off, you can go through here and actually see, like, and they range from people that are absolutely phenomenal at playing it to people who are just learning, but everybody's on their own little journey, as I always like to say. And so there's no good or bad, in my opinion. It's just where you're at in your journey. You're trying to learn how to play, and it's pretty neat, though. It pulls it up.
Hey, that's another one of them old-timey blues numbers there. This one, a lot of them had names of geographic locations, like the Lee Highway Blues that we've done, or the Carroll County Blues, or some of those. But this one right here is called the Florida Blues. So here we go.
So as you can see, you can go through and really look at different players and where they're at, on what levels they are. This Butch Robbins, it looks like he posts quite a bit of stuff down through here, which is awesome. If he's on YouTube, which I'm sure he is, go check him out, because it looks like he posts a lot of great content there. Let's see here. And so mainly these are just people playing banjo. Kind of gives me motivation to go and look and see how other people are playing, or maybe learn some fingering techniques. You can kind of slow their stuff down and things of that nature. There's also the marketplace here, which is another phenomenal place, because you have the different types of banjos, and the categories and all this different makers or what have you. And you can get on here, and these are people selling them on here. If you can find somebody close to you, you could generally find a pretty good deal on a banjo right here. I looked through this a lot, and at one point in time almost bought a really good banjo from a guy, but it kind of fell through on my part. Well, there it is. I see it now. Tab library. You can go through here. This is the tab library, and you can pick any song, and let's just say let's pick an O. O Canada. Oh Holy Night. Well, you can click on this, and it has the which you have to sign into your Hangout account. And for some reason my password and email aren't working right now, and I've tried to reset it several times and it won't let me do it. But you can't post a tab, but you can pull up right here and you can get in a PDF, and it pulls the tab up. Right there it is, banjo tabs on how to play Oh Holy Night on the banjo, which is really cool, because there's a lot of good songs on here that you can pull up, that shows you how to play them. So anyways, that's one of the first websites that I really like. I enjoy quite a bit. Here's another site, guys, that I really enjoy quite a bit, And she actually has a YouTube page, a really good YouTube page actually. It's banjolemonade.com. Does online lessons, gets some free lessons out. You can get on here and kind of see that she gives out banjo lessons and how much it costs and all that stuff. The main thing I really like about her page is she puts out a lot of instructional stuff, and it costs, of course, like everything else, it costs money. But a lot of her stuff is really really good because she don't try to over complicate things. She talks in a very down to earth way you can understand. And so, anyways, if you're interested in any of that, go on her website. You can order her books, Clawhammer. Of course, I'm playing Clawhammer right now. That's one reason that I am a big fan of hers so far. But she does a lot of good stuff on her YouTube page and then her website. So, if you're interested in that, check that out because I recommend it. All right, guys, another page that I frequent a lot, and this is kind of a weird deal, but they do a really good job with it, is deeringbanjos.com, which you would think you get on here and you just look at all the banjos and all that stuff. And you do, which is great, but also on Deering's website, they got support here, where you can go on here and you can get banjo lessons, maintenance manuals, warranty, for your products, but you go through all this stuff here, and it's really, really neat the way they've done it. They put out a lot of good information, and of course, like right here, the Clawhammer banjo right in the middle, you see, which I've been doing that a lot. But they have beginner 5-string banjo with this, over here, and they give a lot of good information on this website, on their website, and then they got teacher locators around your area. Maintenance tips on how to do all this stuff, and they do it really well, to be honest with you. They also have a blog here, or blog, or whatever you want to call it. It's called Hooks and Nuts, where they go through and they have different people talking about, I don't know, just different things. They have a lot of their artists come in, their artists come in and talk about a lot of different things here. Which is really nice, and you can go through and pick up Deering, and they promote their stuff, and then Jens Kruger, and these different artists come in and give a lot of information if you'll go through this website and just kind of use it for what it is. And they have all these different blogs, like 10 beginner bluegrass banjo songs, okay, Cripple Creek, and they teach you how to play them. All right, guys. Now I want to get into some of the apps that I use on my phone for playing the banjo. And this one right here, Guitar Tuna. It's free. You can download it, install it on your phone, have it there all the time. If your ear hasn't got to where you can tune by ear yet, which I have not, I'm gonna admit to you, I cannot tune by ear to save my life. But this is the tuning phone tuner, whatever, that I use. It's called Guitar Tuna. You can put in 5-string banjo, you can put in a guitar, you can put in pretty much every instrument you can think of. And also in the banjo, what I really like about it is you can do your banjo and guitar and all these things in the different styles of tuning. Like I can do my Clawhammer banjo in the double C tuning. And then I can do my 5-string in the standard G, and it has them in there listed as double C tuning or standard banjo tuning or standard guitar or whatever. They have them all listed in there, and it's an excellent app, and I recommend it highly for anybody that hasn't done it by ear yet, like me. And here's another app I use, guys, is Garageband, which this is for the Apple or iMac users, iOS stuff. If you have an Apple phone or an Apple product, you can use this for this purpose. If you've got an Android, you can download other apps to do this. Is to slow down music. You can put music into GarageBand and you can slow it down. Like if I find somebody that's playing a song and I'm trying to figure out how they're playing it or the notes they're using or whatever, I can actually plug that song into GarageBand, and I can slow the song down to where I can hear each individual note, and you can adjust the pitch of it so it sounds right even when you slow it down. They have apps like that for Android, but to be honest with you, I've got an iPhone and I'm not sure what those apps would be. But if you look them up, it's just a slow down app for music, where you can pop music in there and slow it down. It's phenomenal. It's the greatest thing. And I use it a lot on my Garageband for I got an iPad and a iPhone, and I use it a lot on both of them. So that's another great tool to use if you're trying to learn music. And maybe once you get more advanced in it a little bit, I can't say that as a beginner you would want to worry about that a whole lot. But if you're intermediate or an advanced player, it's incredible. You can slow stuff down and really dig into some music with that. So I recommend that highly as a slow down app. I use the Garageband, like I said, on Apple, and I'm sure Android has something just as good if you look up the slow down app. And another app I like to use, guys, is the Metronome by Soundbrenner. That's another great app. It's a metronome, of course, to keep your timing, which is great. You can plug it into your iPods in your ear and have that ticking in your ear as you're playing. I do that a lot because it ain't loud enough on the phone as you're playing the banjo to you will override it big time. But again, this is for iOS, and a lot of the stuff I'm telling you is for iOS. I know there's stuff out there for Android that's probably just as good. This may even be on Android, I don't know. But I use this on Apple. And something else that's great about it too is you can import music into this app, and you can set the metronome. Like if you're listening to, I don't know, Earl Scruggs play whatever, Foggy Mountain Breakdown, or whatever song he may be playing that you want to try to emulate, you can actually put that song into this metronome app, and you can turn the metronome up until you figure out what tempo he's playing that song at. Because there are a lot of times that I've played banjo and I'm like, man, I'm either going too slow or I'm going way too fast or it's not sounding right to me, and I can't figure out up and down that scale where I'm at. I can plug the song into this app right here and set the metronome to where the metronome is on beat with the song. And I'm like, oh, that's it, 190 beats per minute. So then I know when I'm playing that song, I need to be at 190 beats per minute. It helps out to me tremendously. Maybe everybody else will find it interesting or not, but that's what I use it for. And plus it's a metronome, tick, 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 which is great. And if I'm not mistaken, which I use that other tuner on the other one, and I haven't used it. If it has it on here, I'm not sure if it does or don't. But a tuner on it. It may or may not have it. I don't know, to be honest with you. I've always used it for the metronome. So anyways, it's the Metronome by Soundbrenner. Great, great, great metronome on the Apple Store. Yeah, see, it's only available on the App Store for the iPhone or iPad, so it ain't going to be on Android. And I'm sorry for anybody that uses the Android that this stuff I'm talking about isn't on there, but I'm sure there's something just as good or better on the Android app for this. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for stopping by this week. I had been thinking about this for a while, wanting to do something like this, and mainly I wanted to get out and kind of evolve my page a little bit into some other things besides just me sitting here playing the banjo or giving lessons on how to play the banjo, because there's a million of them out there on the website, and I wanted to kind of touch into a base that I don't see a whole lot about. People giving information like what was in this video. And through the years, I have done a lot of searching on YouTube. There's a lot of things that I've looked up for the banjo that I've wanted to learn that there wasn't out there, that people wasn't telling me or didn't think about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of an odd genre of a situation. There's a lot of people out there that'll teach you how to begin playing the banjo and how to strum and stroke and finger position and planting and all that stuff, which is great. And it's wonderful, and they will do it a lot better than I ever could, and that's what I learned early on this page, that I'm not good at that. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just searching around, which I'm still doing the videos of me learning how to play the banjo, but this kind of gave me an opportunity to get in and really dig into something like this that I was able to do, and broaden my horizons on this. And if you all enjoyed this, please smash that like button, leave me some comments, let me know. If you all enjoyed this kind of content on this page. I'll try to put out more stuff in the future. There's there's all kinds of bluegrass festival pages and the IMDb, and there's just all kinds of other things that I play around with on the internet if I'm looking for stuff that gives me inspiration. And that's the main thing I'm trying to do is inspire people and get inspiration myself on playing the banjo. So again, guys, thank each and every one of you all for hitting that subscribe button and watching my videos, commenting, all that stuff. I enjoy every bit of it, and I enjoy any interaction I can get with people on YouTube. It's great. And hopefully here soon, like I said, I'm trying to broaden some horizons on the videos I'm able to do on this site, and I just hope that people enjoy it. Guys, we will see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.